In these times of national crisis and grief, only hope keeps many people alive. Our hope is in our Lord and His unfailing love. At Wesley Village, we are providing new dimensions of hope for many who are in their later years of life. Wesley Village is home to over 100 residents living independently in individual patio homes or in personal care or skilled nursing care in beautiful Hahn and Hager Manors. Hope comes in the form of security, loving care, peace of mind, new friendships, and beautiful surroundings. I want you to hear some personal stories of people who have experienced this hope at Wesley Village. You will hear from Edith Anderson and her son Bill and his wife Bibby. Edith moved to the village with her husband Bob in November of 1999. Sewell Woodward will share his story. Sewell is a member of the village board of directors, and his wife Rosalie resides at the village in Hahn Manor. And Marlene Schlinther will share her story. Marlene's mother-in-law Ruth was also a resident of Hahn Manor for a short stay before recently passing away. Please listen closely as these people express from their hearts how they have experienced hope at Wesley Village.
I can remember the first time that I came to Wesley Village. I was so excited about what I had seen and heard and actually witnessed for myself. And I could not wait to get back to Cynthiana to share that with Mima and Granddaddy. And Granddaddy was sick at that time, and we knew that probably he would not get any better and that there would have to be arrangements made sooner or later for that. And so Bill and I decided that we would bring them over to see Wesley Village.
When we drove in, there was a lady who ran out of her house, Mardell Stanger, and said, "Oh, show them my house." So we visited with Mardell, and then there was others that knew us. And so my husband, I think, was contented from that day on.
I'm so impressed with the many activities that they have for the residents here.
The week starts with a prayer from our executive director. We have game night. We have a movie night. We have reading. We have writing groups. Oh, there's just so many things.
We know that people here in the village would come in and stop by, and Tim and Alan would come by, and Alan's job's to sell, not to take care of the people. But all through the time they've been here, Tim and Alan have been in my mother's home.
What I have found here at the village is love. From the top person down.
And you have hope for your mom's future when you know that she's being taken care of like that and she's being made a part.
And I know they're pushed. They have a lot to do, but they never fail to shine and make you feel that you're at home.
I'm just so thankful that she has Wesley Village to be a part of her life right now.
About a year or two ago, my wife, who is a registered nurse and a very bright lady, recognized that she had a problem. And we finally took her to a neurosurgeon, and she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And she's a remarkable woman, and she said, "Well, I don't want to go to a nursing home." And she said, "We have been out to visit Wesley Village, and that's where I would like to go." What I love about Wesley Village is they work with you and let you bring in your own furniture, and you can make a room look like home. And so I hired an interior decorator to come to our house. I said, "Take anything you want and make it look like our home." And so she does have a very beautiful room, very comfortable. What makes Wesley Village really special is the kind of staff that we have here. They are remarkable people. They are not people who are just have a job. To them, it's a real calling. And you can tell that they really care about the people. They really love these people. It's just like it's their family. Wesley Village is really a village of hope. It's a village that's been created to give comfort to people so that they know that they have a future not only now, but they have a future even in their declining days, in the sunset of their life. And Wesley Village for me has given me a lot of hope for my wife, that her life will be lengthened, that she will live a longer life because of the kind of care she's getting here. I'm convinced of that. And that's a great comfort to me, and I think it's a comfort to everybody who's associated with Wesley Village. So we look at it as a place like a shining beacon on a hill, as they say, and we're grateful for that.
Our family found ourselves in a very difficult situation a couple months ago. My mother-in-law was in a nursing facility, much like Wesley Village. It was a very nice place. And yet we had feelings that she wasn't getting the care that she really needed. And one day they just called us and said, we need to move her to skilled care. She had always said to us, I would rather go be with the Lord than to be moved over there into that skilled unit. So we immediately, as a family, started searching the area. Where are we going to find a place that's going to love her and care for her and meet all of her needs? And we came to Wesley Village. The day she moved in to Wesley Village, everyone was here to welcome her and greet her, from the maintenance man to the kitchen help, to all the staff and the residents. And she was, this really surprised her because she knew no one down here, and yet they reached out to her and took her in. On the 8th of September, we celebrated her birthday with a birthday party. And she had made friends at Wesley Village just in that short 5 weeks that she was here. After the birthday party on Saturday, the following day, on Sunday evening, we received a phone call saying that Mom was quite ill. The nurse had been in, had assessed her, and knew that Mom was in trouble, and took wonderful care and immediately shipped her by ambulance to UK. When we arrived at the hospital, here was Mom on a stretcher in the emergency room, and she was completely coherent. She knew us, she could talk to us. Her blood pressure was only 40, and yet she laid her hand on mine, and the thing she said was, Marlene, will they hold my room for me at Wesley Village? Does that tell you just how much she loved being here? She told me many days, I don't ever want to leave this place. Well, you know, 24 hours later in the hospital, as we were in the process of losing Mom, the staff again reached out to us. And they called the hospital. They asked, how is our Ruth doing? And 24 hours later, Mom went home to be with the Lord. I think it was wonderful that the staff of Wesley Village allowed God to use them, not only to meet our need, but to answer our prayers.